Hi everybody, this is the Baseball HUD, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the HUD, and welcome back to the Baseball HUD 2, and hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So one of the things we talked a lot about on this channel is Yankees broadcaster and ESPN commentator and broadcaster Michael K, also known as Michael Not Okay, because he has these moments where he needs like a wellness check a lot of times, and I hope that he gets the help that he needs. He pretends to be like this tough guy, but he's very thin-skinned. Everything bothers Michael. And apparently, he's been sort of going back and forth with Mets fans since last year, since the Mets signed Juan Soto. I would mention, he's been with the Yankees circles since the 80s. So he's been around a long time. Used to be the beat writer at the Daily News, and then he became the broadcaster on the radio. Play-by-play man, the number 2 guy in the early 90s with the terrible John Sterling. And since 2002, he's been the main play-by-play man at the Yes Network, which is the Yankees, TV broadcast channel. But he also has an ESPN show, which he had a show there with a bunch of other guys, Don LaGreca and Pete Rosenberg, but that didn't go so well. They couldn't really defeat Mike Francesa in the afternoon, and they basically floundered, and now he's there in the midday, and, he's been going at the Met fans for like the last year or so. And, let's get into this. This continues. So I'm off announcing. Michael K. continues war of Mets fans, quote, lunatics. I can't win with you lunatics. I'm defending you, and you turn on me. This is not okay. It's not okay, folks. All the stuff he talks about. Even in the dead of winter, the feud between New York Yankees announcer Michael K. and Mets fans is as warm as ever. We're in the first week of spring training. Pitchers and catchers. Not okay's quarreling with Mets fans as the voice of the Yankees is one of the great entertaining feuds in baseball, maybe in all sports and media. It seems like no matter what happens, there's always trash talk going on one way or another. It could be Juan Soto one day, a Sidney Sweeney the next. And I did videos on this here in the Baseball HUD too. Now we got something that's just completely ridiculous, and this is this whole nonsense about former Yankee Luke Weaver showing up to Mets camp with a Yankees bag. Sometimes a bag is just a bag. Sometimes you don't have other bags, and this happens with all the teams. The players that change teams, and Luke Weaver, he signed about 2-3 weeks ago with the Mets. The article goes, this time it was Luke Weaver showing up to Mets camp with a Yankees bag. The horror, really. And I would mention the full Keith McPherson also was going crazy about this. It's not a big deal. Who cares? And in this case, Kay thought he was trying to actually stick up for the Mets and their fans by saying Weaver should have gotten some swag representing his new team or anything other than the crosstown rivals. But after all the past drama, it doesn't seem like Mets fans were interested in his thoughts on ESPN Radio New York's The Michael Not Okay Show. Quote, I'm never going to win over a segment of that fan base, ever, Kay argued. I'm defending the New York Mets, saying that Luke Weaver should respect them and have called for a Met bag or any other bag rather than the Yankees equipment bag. And I like Luke Weaver, and Met fans come out, mind your business, who cares? We don't care. He'll have his Met bag in 2 minutes. I can't win with you lunatics. I'm defending you, and you turn on me, and what I'm going to say, be careful what you wish, because if you really want me to be a jackass, I can play that role beautifully. I really could. But let me read you this again. This is so stupid. So Weaver shows up with the bag, okay? I'm defending the New York Mets, saying that Luke Weaver should respect them. So he basically said that he's not respecting the Mets and the fans. So which is him? This is why I say he's not okay. Very confused individual. Michael K. is so fed up with Mets fans. I'm fed up! That he even told them to go ahead and tune out of his show because they clearly can't handle his takes on anything related to his team. Although, let's be honest, that wouldn't be very much fun now, would it? Quote, I don't want to be that guy who's always anti-Met. I'm defending the Mets yesterday, and there's a subset of you people that jump me for that. Like I can't even talk about the Mets without being criticized. Can't even say a word. So if I defend you, you don't want to hear it. So my advice to every single one of you, don't listen to the show. Don't consume the show. Don't watch the show on ESPN New York YouTube channel. Don't. Unless you want to hate watch it. I guess that's cool. This reminds me of somebody, I can't remember. This reminds me of a comic book creator. You don't like my show? You don't have to watch my show. If Michael Kay is getting this fired up in his view of New York Mets fans in February, just because of a bag someone carried in spring training, just imagine the kind of fireworks that will be in store for the 2060s season. It should be a spicy one. Now, Michael Kay, he's trying to do whatever the hell he's got to do to get people to watch his show and to listen to his program on the radio, because it's a disaster. You know, he's going up against, let's see if he can defeat Uneven Evan and his husband Tiki on WFAN. Well, he couldn't defeat Mike Francesa. And then he couldn't defeat Carton and Uneven Evan when he was there. And then he couldn't defeat Uneven Evan and his husband Tiki. So now he's doing the best he can, trying to be anti-Met. As you know, WFN, they created the anti-Met fan on the radio. And they lauded them and given them all kinds of attention online. Really, they're the creators of it, to be honest with you. You want to know where all the anti-Met fans have come from? Just listen to WFAN for 35 years, and they will turn you into an anti-Met fan. Every little thing about the Mets is a negative. Luke Weaver showing up with a bag of another team, that's a negative thing on the first day. The most ridiculous thing to talk about. But it is still February 12th. And this is the kind of nonsense that you deal with when you talk about talk radio. This is talk radio, folks. In a nutshell. Complaining about a duffel bag. Complaining about a duffel bag with a logo on it that has nothing to do with the team that you're going to. That's what we're down to now. I mean, it's just complete total stupidity. It's ridiculousness. But what do you expect? I can't even finish this out with this is like a wellness check. I mean, I hope he does a lot of stuff on the Mets and complain about the Mets fans. The biggest thing in this whole thing is he's complaining about Mets fans. And then he's like, I'm trying to defend the Mets and their fans. Bullshit. What are you poking a bear for? Don't poke a bear. And then when the bear bites, don't act like, it was sad. I don't know why that bear bit me. Mets fans are sensitive. Not your host, of course. Not me, of course. I'm very level-headed about the club. But, this is the kind of insanity you get from talk radio. This guy is like I said, he needs a wellness check every so often. That's why we do these videos here at the hut. And, of course, we'll continue to do that. So I need you to hit the subscribe button. And, of course, if you didn't know, I have a Facebook page. I could really use the follow there. Trying to rebuild it after we got attacked last week. We're trying to rebuild it, and it's slowly building. But, of course, thank you for watching this video. Will be plenty of stuff here at the hut. And, of course, thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook, and I'll see you later.